Hi, this is Ann with Finance on the Offense, and today I'm going to show you how to open, fund, and buy investments in an M1 Finance account. All right, let's get started. Now, if you don't already have an investment account with M1 Finance, you can use my referral link in the description below. And when you use that, if you deposit $1,000 or more within 2 weeks after opening the account, they'll give you $30. And if you decide you want to put way more money in there, you'll get more money, up to $500. So that is pretty sweet. And I'm going to use another finance YouTuber's referral link, and that person is Graham Stephan. I really like his content, so I'm going to go ahead and use his. So I'll go to his video and click the link. I'm going to come up here to Invest and then choose M1 Invest. And we'll go ahead and get started. Then I'll need to put in my email address and a password. Of course, they'll have you verify your email. And then it'll take us to this screen, which is basically a promotion for M1 Plus, which costs something like $120 a year. I don't want that, so I'm going to come down here and skip for now. And this is going to give me a little bit of information about M1 Finance. What we're going to be doing today is opening an individual taxable brokerage, and I'm going to choose Skip to Open Account, and then Continue. You'll also need to put in your phone number. This is two-factor authentication, I think, so it keeps it more secure for sure. And then you'll have to fill out your information just like you would with any other bank account. They're going to ask us for a birth date, where we live, and all that kind of normal stuff. Now it's going to ask us some questions. This is something that's required by the SEC. So just answer these questions to the best of your ability. And then you'll want to add a trusted contact. And then after you double checked all of your account information, you can confirm. Okay, so the account is open and now we have to transfer money into it. Now to initially fund your account, M1 Finance uses a third party called Plaid to connect it. And this is just saying that it's pretty secure. They won't sell your personal information and that kind of thing. So I'll hit continue. So next we'll want to select our bank. If you don't see it in the list, you can just type it in. Now we'll need to actually authenticate with our bank. So I'm going to hit continue. Now at this point you might have a pop-up blocker that is not allowing this to work. So if you do, I have one right here. I'm just going to right click this one and I'm going to whitelist this site. You might need to just disable it. I'm going to reload it. And now this is working correctly. Then you'll need to pick your account from the list and choose authorize. Now there are two other options, your account holder name and role and your account number and routing number. And you need to share both of these for M1 Finance to be able to connect the account. Okay, so now the accounts are connected and I'll just hit continue. Now when I go back into m1finance.com and I choose bank connection right here, my bank should be in this area. And for whatever reason, when I clicked verify my account, in my email, it didn't work, so I had to have them resend, and then I was able to verify my account. So now I'm going to click Move Money. I'm going to do a one-time transfer, and okay, so when I was trying to do this and fund my account, I was actually having trouble. Even though my bank is connected, it's not showing up here. So I went back to my email, and I noticed they had sent me an email saying I need to upload my driver's license or like a passport, that kind of thing. So I did that, and then I got this little notification that says you'll receive an email once your account is ready. So you might be struggling with that too. I think once I get this email, then these accounts will show up here. All right, so it actually ended up taking a few days before I could actually bring money into my account. This is something that I think M1 Finance could improve on their experience, just basically letting people know that it does take time. So after my account was all verified and ready to go, it actually changed the look inside. So now it looks like this. I can see I verified my email address, I've connected my bank, and now I just need to make an initial deposit. So I'm going to click on that. Now there are a few ways to do this. You can come up here to transfers and then move money. So that's one way. You can go to your account and just click this, and that's another way. So I'm going to select my account. I'll click that. So my from will be my external account and my to will be here in this account. And I'm just going to put $100 in for now, and I'll continue. And then I'll confirm the transfer. All right, so now I have money in my account, but I'm not done. I have not invested in anything. So at this point, I need to choose investments and then buy them in the M1 Finance account. Now, I do want to mention that if you buy a bunch of stocks in this account, if you decide to transfer all of the stocks to a different company, like let's say you wanted to transfer the whole account to Schwab, M1 Finance will charge you a $100 fee for that. So just be sure that you want to keep the stocks in here because the fees can be a little bit crazy depending on what it is. You can always move money in and out through a connected account like this without any fees. But I wanted to show you the M1 Finance fee schedule. So here they all are. You don't get charged for making trades, that's totally fine, and you don't get charged for depositing or withdrawing from your connected bank. But all of these other fees are fees that you need to know about for sure. For example, an inactivity fee. If you have less than $20 and no activity for over 90 days, they're going to take a $20 fee for that. So always keep an eye on your account for sure and these fees. And I was able to find this fee schedule by just Googling M1 Finance fees, and this came up. So you can go and check it out and just make sure you're aware. So this is pending. It actually takes a business day to go through. So I'm going to say done. I'm just going to go ahead and show you how to invest. So I'll come up here to invest, and then I'm going to click build portfolio. And here is where we can choose what stock to buy. Now, one cool thing about M1 Finance is that you can buy pieces of shares. So let's say I only want to spend $250 on one stock, but the share price is $300. It used to be that you couldn't buy it unless you had the whole $300. But M1 Finance lets you enter just a dollar amount and buy fractions of a share, which is pretty sweet. Now, let's say we wanted to buy Tesla. They make it pretty easy. I can just click on this and choose add. Now when I do that, it's going to create kind of this pie shape, and you can name your portfolio. Let's say we want to call this one tech stocks. 100% is in Tesla. So we'll go ahead and save that. Now the nice thing about these pies is if you have, like, let's say 4 tech stocks and you have $1,000 invested in those, you can see how much of the pie each one makes up. But if we wanted to invest in this, we can just go to buy and sell and then type in $100 here. And when you do that, you would be buying an equal portion of everything that's in that pie. So if you only want to buy Tesla, you only want to have that stock in that pie. But anyway, we could go ahead and say $100 and then just hit continue, and it would place an order for $100 of your tech stocks. So that's it. After you've gone through the process of buying this stock, you are then invested in Tesla or whatever other stocks you want to purchase. All right, I hope this video has been helpful for you. If you liked it, please click on the like button, and I'll see you next week with another Finance on the Offense video. Thank you.